Hello there, this is Kevin Benedict, Mobility Analyst and Enterprise Mobility Consultant, and I'm here in Atlanta, Georgia today. Had the opportunity of attending a mobility conference and conducting a workshop here, and I had the opportunity to sit with Harish Rau, and he is the CEO and EVP of Element 5 Solutions. Thanks for joining us today, Harish.
Sure, thank you, Kevin. Great to meet up here and exchange some ideas on the mobility front.
Now, I understand that you've done a lot of work with SUP, and you have some customers in production. So why don't you share with our audience today just your experience with that, how to go, and what kind of solutions you are building?
Sure. So yes, so we are partners with SAP, and as part of our offerings to the customer, we offered the mobility a suite of products from Sybase. One of our most recent engagements, we've stood up a live instance of Afaria for MDM, about close to 200 devices that they want to manage on Afaria. And also with SAP CRM as the backend, we created a native app for them to, for their sales force to capture bid data, which at some point in time in phase 2, they would like to use all the data that they're capturing to do some analytics on that. So we've stood up a live instance of Afaria, a live instance of Sybase Unwired platform with a relay server in the middle, and the whole works, the development, QA, and the production box for them.
So what kind of challenges did you run into? Because projects are, you always run into unexpected challenges. So what were some of those that you ran into, and how did you overcome those?
Well, on the Afaria front, I would say that it was pretty smooth going. On the SUP front, when we talk about developing applications, we typically have a time-boxed approach that we take, where we do 3 iterations and then go live. One of the challenges is that the scope and the user expectations keep changing. So after the first iteration, they say, oh, wait a minute, why don't we have this? Why don't we have that? So that was one of the things. And then at some point, we had to say, guys, we need to talk about phases. Phase 1, get up and running. Phase 2 is when we'll add all the bells and whistles. So that's something that went very well with the customer. And they said, okay, let's in phase 1 just capture all the data that we need. And in phase 2, we'll look after the analytics and making it look pretty and have reports available and things like that. So that is one. Another thing was they had a hosted environment for their infrastructure. So talking to those guys on the infrastructure side, getting all their LDAP integrated back into SUP, getting the SAP CRM piece integrated into SUP. There were just so many players involved, and that is something that was a bit of a challenge to begin with, but I think as we went down the road on the project, everybody worked as a team, and we got everything up and running.
Very good. Well, I want to thank you so much for sharing today and just educating all of us on your real-world experiences.
Thank you very much for having me. A pleasure talking to you.